Alright everyone, here we are with another video with Invest for Tomorrow. To all the first time viewers and investors, welcome to the channel. To all the subscribers, welcome back. Here's another video of this series that we're doing a little different. We're not just doing chart analysis, but now I'm actually sharing with you guys opportunities that I watch and I share over at the Patreon and with the Discord members here with you guys on the YouTube, because a lot of you guys don't know me as, you know, the stock pick guy or what stocks I'm watching. What has made me successful is actually charts. I make the chart videos out of gratitude for all the viewers and investors coming across those individual stocks, and the charts is what really positions yourself to execute better in your timing and execution as an investor. That's what's made me successful, and a lot of the stocks I've mentioned in the last several months have all gone up 10 to 30% over the course of weeks and even days after mentioning them, as they were positioning themselves based off the charts, and some have even gone up to 50% plus and more. And sometimes we even find that in our daily stock picks, which I'm about to share with you guys before I mention the stock that I'm adding money to now. And I'm about to share with you guys the opportunities I mentioned this morning over at the Discord. And if that's something you want to become part of, you're more than welcome to join us. The link is down below in the description. And by joining, you'll become part of a growing community of investors, all looking to learn and grow together. And as we continue to learn and grow together through the volatility of the market, every single investor is able to make their own rational decisions, and you can become part of that as well. And we look forward to having you join us. The link is down below in the description. So we talked about DIDI, MEDS, and KTRA. So let's look at how those charts actually position themselves. So this was DIDI. It gave us a 10 to 15% jump in just a few hours of the day. And then our home run of the day, giving us 50% plus on the day, was MEDS. We caught this one pretty early at the pre-market when I mentioned it, close to $6 and some change, and hit a high here of $9.49, giving a highest point of 50% plus on the day. Phenomenal turnout with this one. Our other stock that we mentioned was KTRA. Mentioned this one in the pre-market, went up a little bit, giving 5 to 10% opportunity, pulled back and jumped up to a highest point of 18% plus on the day, guys. If that's something you want to become part of and you want to know what stocks I watch daily, we look forward to having you join us over at the Discord. So what's the ticker symbol I'm going to add money to now? Well, this is a stock I've already traded, but this time I'm actually going to trade it a little differently, and I'm about to share with you guys why. But before we look at it, I want to share with you guys a stock that I mentioned weeks ago. Weeks ago I mentioned this stock and how it's performed and why it's so important, timing and execution, because if you're finding out about this stock now, it's almost nearly a little too late, right? So here it is, SKLZ, right? This is the stock I mentioned weeks ago and months ago, and I was positioning myself to start looking at it and watch it closely, because this is how I was looking in the charts. I was looking at a support of $17 and then also down here close to $15, $16. Well, I even stated it there in the message that if this starts to pull back down again, this could be heading closer to $15, which makes it one to watch, especially with those analysis ratings, because analysis ratings were pointing this one to the upside. Low end 27, high end $34, right? If we pull up the chart of skills, right? Chart of skills, and let's go ahead and look at it here. Chart of skills, you could see here that skills was actually back at that point, right? We talked about it March 27th, was actually pulling back, sitting sideways. It had a nice little jump. It touched down here 16 and jumped up to 20, gave a nice 20% jump. And in that week, it was phenomenal, but this was the important part that I was looking for. I was looking for that real dip closer to $15, and it happened. A few days later, went closer to 15, went actually a little bit below it. I couldn't really believe it. I was like, wow, okay, we're a little bit below 15. I reanalyzed the situation, and I started my position close to $13 and some change, and it jumped back up close to 14 and dipped hard to 12. At 12, I positioned myself again, got more, as much more as I could, and it took off. When this happened right here, from 12 all the way up to $21, I did not wait till 21. I actually sold close to $18, $19 and ran with it. This gave me more than I expected in such a short period of time because of that squeeze. I was just looking based off the chart, the opportunity, pulled back and jumped. Now, the stock pulled back again to the 13s and 12s, presenting itself as a phenomenal opportunity and hit highs here of $24, nearly doubling, pulled back down to 18. And at these levels, anyone that's been entering, I'm not saying that the opportunities are not there, but the maximizing profits opportunity and minimizing losses opportunity is a lot riskier here than at the levels we were watching way back here. And this did a double bottom nearly at that point. But this is not the stock I'm adding money to already. This is one I made money off of already, and I'm going to be watching it closely if it falls below $20 and even $18 in the near future. We'll see what happens. If not, I already did what this was going to do for me, and I'll move on to a new opportunity as I always do. So what's the stock I'm talking about now? Well, this is a stock I talked about back in June 6th. If you join over at the Patreon, you'll see the post. You'll see everything I said about this stock. But this stock got hit hard, right? Because earnings was not as great as expected, and future earnings was not something that was looking too great, okay? They actually cut their revenue growth of possibilities, and it's basically being priced in. So in that week where it kind of consolidated here, right, it was looking pretty interesting. I still wasn't ready for it. It jumped up, continued to pull back, and then June 6th, I was seeing it consolidate, and I wanted to see some weakness, and it happened. June 7th was the day that it gave us the lowest point of $14.55, and it shot up to $17 and some change, giving me a decent 10 to 20% jump, and I took it. I ran with it, and I didn't even question it. That was more than enough for me at the point. But now I've seen some strength here with the stock at these levels. So what I'm looking for moving forward is a healthy dip back closer to $14, maybe $13 if it happens. And if there's still strength here and it nearly touches the low 15s or close to the 14s, I'm going to have to make a decision, because when you look at this from the bigger picture, the opportunity is there. And if you look up analysis ratings, they're pretty up to the upside, guys. There's some room here for this stock in the long term. If things start to pick back up, people forget about that terrible earnings report. And if earnings comes out a little bit better in the near future and they're not pricing in revenue dropping, this does have a chance to go higher. And especially with all the infrastructure plans that are coming out, this has to do a little bit with the solar industry. It says here electronic technology and semiconductors, but this is also playing a part in the solar industry, and that will be a catalyst for this stock. So this is a stock I'm adding money to soon, and if not sooner than later, if this actually pulls back or consolidates, I'm trying to see what's going on. I've already made money with it, but I'm looking for a position now to actually hold and see myself go up more beyond 10 to 20% of the opportunity. I look forward to seeing your guys' thoughts down below on this one and some of the stocks I mentioned. And as always, guys, this is not financial advice. This is just me sharing the ticker symbols I'm watching, why I'm watching them, and in no shape or form am I telling anyone to buy, sell, or hold any positions on the stocks I mentioned. I'm just here sharing my thoughts, my opinions, and as always, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video, and let's make some money.